You must be strong to discover what really happens in the Bermuda Triangle. Ships and planes vanish without a trace. But why? This is the terrifying mystery they never told you. It all takes place in the Bermuda Triangle, an area in the North Atlantic Ocean. It's a region bound by Miami, Puerto Rico, and the island of Bermuda. This is where ships and planes have vanished for centuries. The first recorded disappearance was in 1492. When Christopher Columbus sailed into the Bermuda Triangle, he and his crew witnessed strange lights and an intense storm that nearly sank their ship. They were the first to experience what would become known as the Bermuda Triangle. For a while, nothing happened. Then, in 1945, the U.S. Navy started experiencing strange things. 5 Navy pilots disappeared over the Bermuda Triangle in a single day. This was Flight 19. They were flying back from a training mission when they ran into bad weather. One of the planes turned on its side and the others followed. All 5 planes crashed into the ocean and nobody survived. And this wasn't the only time the Navy lost planes. In total, more than 100 planes have vanished over the Bermuda Triangle, including the DC-3 transport plane. It disappeared with 32 people on board. A search party was sent out, but they found no trace of the plane or the people. But it's not just planes that mysteriously vanish. Ships have been disappearing in the Bermuda Triangle for centuries. Some of the ships are old and were never found, but there are also modern ships that seem to have vanished into thin air. Take the Swedish warship, the HMS Gotland. It was sailing from Sweden to the Caribbean. When it hit a reef and began to sink, the crew sent out an SOS signal, but the next morning the ship was gone. There was no sign of the crew or the ship. The same thing happened to the British ship, the Captain America. It was sailing from New York to Bermuda when it suddenly disappeared. One moment it was there, then the next it was gone. Only 6 lifeboats were found, and none of them had a name. Where did the rest of the crew go? Nobody knows. There are hundreds of stories like these from over the years. People have asked, what's really going on here? Why do ships and planes disappear in the Bermuda Triangle? Well, there are some pretty scary theories. The first is that it's just an ordinary part of the ocean, just very, very dangerous. There are giant waves, violent storms, and powerful underwater currents. It's also said that magnetic anomalies affect the compasses of ships, causing them to sail in the wrong direction. Some believe it's human error. The pilots make mistakes that cause the planes to crash, or that the ships run into hidden reefs or sandbars. These are all logical explanations, but they don't explain the ghost ships. There are many stories of ghost ships washing up on remote islands, ships that are hundreds of years old. How can we explain these? Well, one theory is that the Bermuda Triangle is a portal to another dimension, a gateway to hell. Some say that the devil himself lives in the Bermuda Triangle. When ships and planes enter the triangle, the devil claims them for himself. Another theory is that aliens are behind it all. They come down from their spaceships and kidnap the crews and passengers of the ships and planes. Maybe they take them aboard their spaceships, or maybe they take them to distant planets. No one really knows. We do know that since 1972, 3 space shuttles have mysteriously lost contact with Earth while passing through the Bermuda Triangle. Perhaps the aliens are using the Bermuda Triangle as their own personal highway. Unfortunately, we will probably never know the truth. The Bermuda Triangle remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. Thanks for watching. Now leave a comment below. Which theory do you think is true? The magnetic anomaly theory, the human error theory, the alien theory, or do you think something else is responsible for the disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle? Leave your thoughts below. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.